2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
How is that for a gorgeous sight? The Washington Monument here in the District of Columbia, so beautifully framed in the sunlight. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the net starting five. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. And for the Wizards, they've got Bradley Beal. Hachimura out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bonga in at the three, the small forward. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Irving looking for an opening. Harden kicks to Harris. Right side Irving. Harden the pass to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Takes a three. Bonga pulls it in. The pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Westbrook. Over Irving. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Westbrook missing. Harden against Beal. Here's Irving. They grab their own miss. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Beal finds Westbrook. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing the rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Now here's Durant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And KD, the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Durant's got 5 now.
Durant's had total confidence in his jumper. Probably since the first jumper he took. I mean, he's one of the most natural-looking shooters you'll ever see.
Beal against Irving. And that one hits back iron. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
That's good from Harris. drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes to Len. Over to the left wing. Hachimura finds Len. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. The Wizards with another miss.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Durant, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got 7 points.
Wealth and getting his teammates going.
For 3, Westbrook. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
The 3 from Harden. They get the rebound. Here's Irving. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Westbrook passes to Len. Will it go? Back to Westbrook. Over Durant. Another miss by Westbrook.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Harden, no good. Wizards trail by 6. Beal deciding where to go with it. Hachimura kicks to Beal. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Len. Robinson comes in for Rui Hachimura. Matthews, he's checked in for Beal. And Raul Neto subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Durant, trains the 19-footer. He's got 9.
Now, it doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
Here's Neto. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. To the left wing. Ertzenes, the pass to Wagner. Here's Robinson. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
No good on that one. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Venom.
And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the long.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Matthews goes in. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And good that time. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Wizards making a switch here. Here's a look at some of the stats for Kevin Durant.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, here's Wagner. Guarded by KD, and Lopez gets it to go.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They looked very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Nets. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Washington, right now quite a ways down below.
And seeing where Washington is, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Durant. Second in scoring, 14th in blocks. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league, it's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. And he makes the first. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. He's perfect from the line this time.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Pass to Bonga. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Here's Luwawu. Hands it from downtown. Luwawu's got 5 points so far.
He has the D scattered on the break, and with his touch, that's a great shot.
Here's Neto. He's covered by Brown. That one good for 2.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pops it up for Jordan, and stolen by Wagner. And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And, boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he could match up with elite talent.
And here's Matthews on the arc, rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
Timeout.
Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. James Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harden against Beal. Over Harden. And again, Washington no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Westbrook kicks to left. Dishes it to Beal. Outside Westbrook. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Oh, showing the muscle right there. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
Now the pass to Harden. Offline with his 3. Wizards trail by 11. Over Irving. The rebound by Harden.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires the 3. Rebound, Washington. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
No matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
And they've repeatedly probed inside.
Oh, and it goes in!
Range. How do you stop that?
You can't.
How do you stop that?
You cannot. And so it's Brooklyn. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points and 2 rebounds. He's been a different player than he was their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, surprise, surprise. KD leading his team so long and so versatile. Get every way, inside, outside, off the dribble, spotting up. It's getting special.
Kenny, your take on Washington so far?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Here's Durant. Hachimura grabs the miss.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
It just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win, and that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Jordan finds Harris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
But there isn't much this fella can't do, and just to prove it, he goes to the finger.
The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Washington making a change here. Robinson's checked in. That's good from Harris. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 11. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Yep, it counts.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
Westbrook against Irving. And it's blocked by Jordan. They recover it. Second shot opportunity. Lopez, no luck. Nets leading by 13. On the wing, Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
That is a tough bucket. Hachimura stays with the shot through the contact. That's the sign of a resilient offensive player.
Irving passes to Jordan. He kicks to Harden. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Timeout.
Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Lopez. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Matthews, he's checked in for Beal. And Raul Neto subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for James Harden. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. And it's sent back by KD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Washington making some changes. Alex Len comes in for Robinson. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Matthews. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Here's Durant. Len grabs the board. Wizards trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bertans kicks to Neto. He dishes it to Len. There's Beal with the 3. But they'll get another chance. Here's Wagner. And again, Washington no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. No good from Luwawu. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Inside, Wagner, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
Brown the pass to Green. The dish to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Wizards trail by 14. Pass to Bertans. to the inside and taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Good work there as it goes.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basket.
Here's Beal. 2 points. That one goes.
He is so hard to stop. I mean, when Beal is committed to scoring, he doesn't care who's guarding him.
Up top, Durant. He's defended by Wagner. And that one drops for him. KD's got 15.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets leading by 16. Robin Lopez out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Hachimura kicks to Westbrook. Green against Lopez. Passes it to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Over Green.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Down low, here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Won to lose. Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Outside Westbrook. Outside Beal. Pass to Lopez. Here's Westbrook. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know what? This is what Westbrook's relentlessness wins him. Buckets and a foul.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
You know what? It's exceptional how results-oriented Westbrook is. I mean, every aspect of his game is so sharp on both ends of the floor.
And there's the pass to KD. Kicks it to Jordan. Outside Irving. Not going to go that time. And the Wizards now going the other way.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Harden the pass to Durant. Shoots over Hachimura. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
It's easy to see why Durant is a feared player. I mean, when he's feeling himself, he takes pleasure in sticking it in the defender's face.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Brooklyn leading by 11 to the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Timeout.
Durant's got 21 in the game.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists. They played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Nets ball.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And Brooklyn has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Johnson, the pass to Durant. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Robinson's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Landry Shamit's checked in for Brooklyn. And the dunk by Len.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Rejected by Len. Robinson passes to Hachimura. Back to Robinson. From deep three-point range, off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.